And that might actually be a good thing. And I'm explain why it exposes a conflict of interest that we've been ignoring for too long. But we're gonna start with some biblical foundations of this. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11 says, "Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them." That's what this is about. This is not about politics. This is not about funding. This is about truth. And the responsibility we have as for me, as a righteous man and a follower of Christ, we got to protect what influence our children and our culture. Uh, let's talk about what Trump is doing. Donald Trump he announced he plans to end federal funding for PBS, which is the public broadcasting service, which currently gets tens of $millions of taxpayers' dollars each year through the corporation for PBS, or the public broadcasting, CBP. Now, well, some people are outraged. Like, how can you defund Sesame Street? What's the real question we should ask? And what has PBS become? Because it's not the same channel it was in the 80s or the 90s. It shifted quietly into something far more political and far more spiritual than people realize. Here's the issue. When the federal government funds TV, that means taxpayer dollars, yours and mine, and it's being used to shape public perception. And when that media starts pushing messages that go against Christian values or go against family values in general, that becomes a conflict of interest. It's a direct contradiction. Our kids is watching it, so they're being programmed to think certain ways and perform certain behaviors. But shows on PBS have been used to promote ideologies that clash with people's lifestyles and cultures, like from gender ideology to critical race theory and even climate alarmism packaged as a moral gospel. For example, on Arthur, they featured a same sex wedding episode. On Sesame Street, they introduced drag characters and LGBT themes to toddlers. And on PBS NewsHour, they ran countless one-sided stories defending abortion access, redefining family, and painting Christians as extremists.